Hey everyone! How is everyone doing today? I am doing very well. Alright, so here is my March design team for Jenofeve Designs project that I did. This month we were given the task, our mission if we chose to accept it, was to actually combine two of Jennifer's templates. One is the Paper Dream, which I have not done at all. Mwah! I loved this template. It's so versatile. There's a lot of cool little things that you could do in this mini album template. I loved it. And we also were to use her Everlasting, the big Everlasting. So pretty much the Paper Dream is for your little scraps that are left over, your little 6x6s, paper pads, your the little journaling cards and stuff like that. So they're supposed to be small, which I'm really digging these small little albums. They're so cute. So, but we were to combine both of them, so that is what we did. So the book, the album itself, the big part is made out of the Everlasting. So this is the Everlasting covers, which are on page 22, and the mats are on page 43. I just love this paper line. This is from Bo Bunny. It's Charmed by Bo Bunny. Oh my gosh, I loved it. I got the 8x8, or no, 12x12, I'm sorry, 12x12 pack. And I also got the 6x6 pad, since I knew I was going to be working in the smaller stuff as well. So I got both of them. I got them off of scrapbook.com, and they were reasonably priced. So, and I just love it. And the paper, oh, it's even more beautiful in person. I loved it. So that's the paper line that I used, and it has like this cute little, and I already had a little fairy door charm. And there was a little fairy door right there. You can probably see it. Well, you can't see it on the back, but there was a little, so I just put that there, and there was a little clock there, so I put a clock there, and then I tied a locking key, because there was a locking key under this, but of course this is where I wanted to put my flowers. I have a doily cut out, die cut, so I cut that out with just white paper, and I've sprayed everything, and I don't know if you're going to be able to tell, with my homemade shimmer spray. So everything is shimmer, and this is stickles that I put in there to kind of give it a little, you know, sparkle. And then I just used some lace ribbon and gold ribbon for my closure. And then when you open it up, this is what I loved about this paper too, is that it had all these cool little cutouts that you could do. So I did not embellish this like I normally do. Normally, you know, I use flowers and I use like gems and stuff that are pretty thick. But because of the little surprise in the back, I knew I couldn't stuff it as full as I normally do. So I just used the paper, and I just used my stickles, really, to embellish on the paper. So I would just use my little stickles to give it a little shimmer, little sparklies. So, like, I would go over some of the things with my sparkle, or stickles, to make it sparkle and give it some dimension. And again, I just taped these down. These were cutouts that I taped down to make little tuck spots. And then I have this cute, they had little banners that you could cut out, so I used those and just glued on a little paper clip. And again, I just a little cutout and with some stickles as little backdrops. This is actually my favorite thing right there. And then you can just put it back on. Cute, cute. And again, this was a cutout, and I just stickled it with the key, locking key. Again, just stickled it. And here's some inserts that I did. I did leave the back of the inserts plain in case, you know, they wanted to write on it with white or whatever. These are all from the Everlasting. So this is the belly band, which you could find on page 8, and the mats are on page 29. And the insert I used was from page 6. I cut off the little flap part for these. And again, these are just little cutouts. And I just used the stickles to embellish on the cutouts. And I thought that looked so cute. I just used a little Tim Holtz paper clip. And then on my inserts inside, I just put a little bit of lace ribbon again. Lace ribbon again. And now over here, this is when I used the Paper Dream. And this was page 7, I do believe, 6 or 7. And it has a diagonal pocket, and then it has a little bitty pocket that I put together. So that was the pockets with that. And again, I just took the, well, I think this got glued on there. I think it did. But anyway, there is a little banner. And then inside I cut out a little key. And again, just use stickles to embellish that. Thought that was cute. And this is the insert though from page 6. And I just, again, fussy cutted out the roses, and I put a little wink stella on that to give it a little shimmer. And I glued it onto one of the little round paper clip things to put on here. And it fits perfectly into this pocket, even though they're two separate templates, it still worked. And then over here, I used this pocket is from page 9. And then the belly band, I just used one belly band. And again, I fussy cut a little rose out, put some wink stella on it. And again, just cut out some of the stuff that was in there and used stickles to give it a little shimmer. And I'm using the more round paper clip thingies. I don't know what those would be called. Then again, this is the insert. This same insert right here, I just cut off the little fancy part. And it fits perfectly in there. Loved it. And then, again, the insert, I just put some lace ribbon on there. And then again, here, I believe this is page 6 in the Paper Dream. It's another diagonal pocket that I used, and then there's a little pocket that goes on top of that I added. And again, I just cut out and added little stickles. So even if you don't, and then I had this little embellishment that I used. And again, here's the insert, which I was like, that is so cool that that fits so perfectly in there. And then I just have these little cutouts that I put stickles on. Again, fussy cut the little pearl out and put a little wink stella on that and glued it onto the little paper clip. Just put that right there. And then on the very back is what I'm going to show you the video of what's inside it. I took from page 12 and 13 the regular envelopes. Let me show you. So I took these two, right, and normally you put it on your page like so, and then it flips down, right, and then this can go over like that. I believe that's the way that it's intended to be done. But you know, when I look at things, I see things a little differently. And because there's an insert that goes inside here and one that goes even into the back. So, but when I saw it, I'm like, ooh, that'll make a box. So I made a little box. I just used the same exact things, and just like I did on my first project with Jenofeve, I just put score tape on here and then just made it into a box. And then I scored from here a 1/2 inch score right here so that it would bend over, so that you can have it bending over. So that's how I created this little box. And I just added a little key on there. Now inside is what I'm going to show you. Out of the Paper Dream, I used page 9, and I used the covers on page 53 and then half the spine 4 pages on page 54 to make this cute little journaling book. Isn't it adorable? I just love it. I just recently started making like accordion style. I guess that's what this is called. And so I'm like, oh, that would work perfectly. And it did. And it's even got little flips, which you know I love. Love the little flips. And it's got little pockets. So that is what I'm going to show you how to make. I just loved this. I was going to make an album like this anyway with a journal in it. And so this was just perfect. When she told us, oh, I want y'all to try to put them both together, I was like, I already know what I'm going to do. So there we go. And see, it fits perfectly in there. All right, so continue watching if you want to know how to make that cute little writing journal. Okay, so let's make the little journal that goes in the back of the book or album. And what you're going to need is you're going to need the cover, which is on page 53, I'm sorry. And then on page 54, you need the 1/2 inch spine 4 pages. So you're going to need those. And then you're also going to need 2 pages of number 9. Page number 9. So you need 2 page number 9s. So that is what we're going to need. So what we're going to do is we're going to place our cover down, and then we're going to get our ruler that has a 1/2 inch mark, because we need a 1/2 inch mark. And we need our pencil. Oh my gosh, where is my pencil? There it is. Alright, and then we're going to need our pencil. Alright, so we're going to make a mark here and a mark down here. Oops. Alright, and then this is 1/2 inch from that line to the edge. So I'm just going to put that on the edge there, and then I'm going to make another mark. That's a 1/2 inch mark. We'll double check that. Yep, 1/2 inch. Alright, and then we need to just come on, whoops, come on over with the line. And then what we're going to do is we're going to take the cover again and move it over and put it right on that line. Make our edge again. And this is just a piece of 9 by 12, or not 9 by 12, I'm sorry, 8.5 by 11 piece of card stock is all this is. Alright, and then that was another 1/2 inch. And then now we're going to take our spine, and we're just going to trace it. And it's okay to just go onto the edge. Okay, it's just a little bit, you have probably what, 1/8 of an inch left there. That's fine. You don't even have to worry about that. Okay, so now what we're going to do is, before we cut this out, or you can do it after you cut it out, it doesn't really matter. We're going to score on these lines here, because now these right here, they're your spine. So we're going to score, and we're going to score again, and score again. As long as it's 8 inches or a 1/2 inch, we're good. Okay, and now we're going to cut this line right here. All right, so let me get my cutter. Oops. I think this one should work. It's small enough for me to put it on here. Right, and you just want to line it up. Make sure that we're straight, and we are. And cut. So there we go. So this is going to be our cover for that to go into. So now we want to score those score lines that we just did. Okay. Same thing here. And same thing here. Alright, so now we have our little journal. Isn't it adorable? So cute. So that's our cover. Now what we want to do is we're going to take our page 9. Now I have already cut off the small little, it was over on this side, I think, the small tab, because we don't need that tab. We're not going to need it. So let's go ahead and score where we need to score, which is at this notch and this one and here. Right? Now, these are going to be our pages. And I know originally it's supposed to be a pocket, but I'm like, I think this will be a cute page. Okay, so we've got that scored. So now let's do the same thing with this guy. We're going to go ahead and score him on our score lines. Alright, so now we're going to put it in together to make it our pages. Okay, so we need to put the page in, and what we're going to do is our hinge is going to go, or the page is going to go like this, first page. And then this page, what we need to do is, I'm going to go ahead and attach it. I'm going to go ahead and attach it to this page like this. Okay, because I want one flip going down and I want one flip going up. So I'm going to put tape on here. Okay. And I just find it easier to put the pages down. Now you want to center it up, and I'm just going to eyeball it. Right? Alright. So now we'll put some score tape on this hinge here. And I'm actually going to double this up because it is how the page is going to stay in the book. So I want to make sure that it is going to stay. I'm not getting too close to that score line because I do want it to move freely. Okay. Oh, come on. Can you grab all of it? Oh my goodness. Really? Oh, goodness. So you want your hinge to go this way in your book, right? Oh, you can see it. All right, I'm going to put a little bit of glue stick on here, if I can find my glue stick. I fell earlier. Alright, I'm going to put a little bit of glue stick on there. Alright, and then I want to make sure though that these flips stay inside the book. Okay. Flippity, flippity, flippity doo dah, flippity yay. Okay, there. Alright. So kind of get it where you can tell where everything is going to go in the journal, and then put it down. So there we go. We have our accordion styled little journal here. Right. The cool thing is the flips can go whatever way that you want them to go. Alright, so there is our little journal. Isn't it cute? I love it. Okay, so let's make the pockets. They're also on page 9, so I've got 2 of them. I've already cut out one and I've scored it where it needs to be scored. And just need to notch it. Right. Okay, so one will go flat like that because it will fit onto the front cover. So that's where I'm going to put this one. So I will tape it and put that there. And then on this back one though, because it is a little bit more narrow, I'm going to go up with it. So I need to score here, and I need to actually cut this part And then I need to also cut this part here, right? Because I need to score the long sides. 2 long sides and then 1 short side is what I need to score for the taller one. So the shorter one, you want to do 2 short sides, 1 long sides. The taller one, you want to do the 2 longer sides, 1 short side. Okay. So this will give us our tall, skinny, mini pocket, right? That will fit right here if you want it tall and skinny. Okay, so let me put tape on this and I will get them put down. And then I'm going to mat everything using the mats in the book. So I will be back when I get everything matted. And I'm also going to put a magnet here. I'm going to use a magnet closure. So I'm going to put a magnet right here and a magnet right there. So once I get everything matted and all that good jazz, I will be back. Okay, so here it is finished. I left it simple because, you know, it does need to go in the back box envelope. So I didn't want it to get too overcrowded. And it is just for a writing journal pretty much. I don't know if the camera is picking it up, but I put little Winka Stella on the little pearls just to kind of sparkle them up. And this is what it looks like in the end. So you have all these pages to do some journaling on. And of course you could put pictures on it if you want. But in my head it was just more for journaling. You can even put a pen back here in this pocket, because at first I was not going to leave that pocket because it seemed too tall to me. And I was like, you know what, that would be cute to put like a pen in, your pen that you write in this back there. That'll hold that, you know, and then you can put whatever you want in this pocket. Okay, so before I let you go, let me just tell you really quickly again what pages that I use. And again, this is in the Paper Dream book, that her mini album template. I love this template. It was so cute. But this was page 53, so you need those 2, and it's for the tall envelope. And you actually use that page 9 tall envelope to do the matting. And then you just need 2 page number 9s, and those mats are on page 29. And then, you know, scrap paper for this part. So yeah, so that's how you create this cute little journal. I loved doing this. So, well, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, share it, and subscribe if you've not already subscribed. And if you have, thank you so much. I truly appreciate it. But don't forget to hit the notification bell so you'll be notified for every time that I post a video. Alright, y'all. Y'all be good to one another, and I'll talk to you later. Bye!